Being a creative and not being able to create is one of the hardest things a person can live with, especially if you have so many ideas and you do not have the time or energy, or you're battling with an illness to create. That's something that is really hard to deal with. This was me. I was torn between two worlds. On one hand, I had architecture, and on the other hand, I have my passion, which is painting. As the year started, the architecture side of my career sort of took over because both are time consuming, and not only that, you also have the family aspect to take care of. And I found that I had ideas but I couldn't create, and that was something that was really hard to deal with. The reason why I decided to create a video was to share the process and the hurdles that come in when creating, and also to encourage you that you are not alone. I go through that. Most creatives go through the process where you have to find and navigate a pattern that would help you create sustainably. When I started painting this piece, I had so much doubt and I was getting anxiety because it took so long to paint. I thought I had forgotten to paint. I was really not even sleeping enough. I was having insomnia. I couldn't sleep. I just had to be courageous enough just to start, especially when you're painting and the first part of the painting is just colors, bringing those colors together and trusting yourself that you're actually doing the right thing and you're going to get to the destination that you want to get. So that's one thing that I struggled with when creating this piece. And then I started asking myself an interesting question. I asked myself, is this worth it? Imagine wanting to paint so badly for the whole year and finally painting, and then asking myself if it is worth it. And thankfully, along the way, I came across Rick Rubin's video where he says you do not have to question the creation when you're creating it. This is exactly what I need to do. I do not have to question it. The creation is created through me, and that's it. I don't have to say it is good or bad, as long as it is the creation that needs to be revealed through me. And that's something I really learned from him, and I got that into the painting that I was creating. I just let myself create. Another lesson this piece has taught me, it comes with the hardship of creating. When you're trying to break an idea into a real thing, carving out time to bring that idea into reality is one of the hardest things you can do. And also actually doing it at the actual action of creating is also another hard aspect of creating where you want to create. The benefit of creating is it frees you up. It frees you up from the backlog of all the ideas that you have, and it also helps you center yourself, so you're more centered, and being in that state helps the creation come to life. I'm going to explain to you some of the things that brought me back to create. The first thing is my mindset. I had to stop creating blockages for myself because I would create scenarios that would make me not create, especially when I didn't paint for so long and I finally had that buffer space to create. I would come up with excuses. And of course, as a creative, you have an intelligent mind. So you can find yourself creating interesting blockages and traps so that you can say, oh, because of that, I didn't create. And I had to really understand how my mind works and understand that it's okay to create, like ease myself into it and not take myself too seriously about it. I think that's one of the things that helped me. And another thing that helped me was I started 10-minute sketches. That one really helped me come back to creating. The other thing you need to get back into painting and creating again is to give yourself time to heal. You have to heal your body, you have to heal your mind, heal yourself from other traumas, because without healing that, it's very hard to create sustainably or for a long period of time. Just giving yourself grace to heal is very important. You have time. I'll be telling myself that I don't have time. And that would again go back to the mindset where you start creating situations where you do not have enough time.
So right now, I'm just doing a progress check. There's a lot I need to focus on, and I'm just studying the painting. I'm using my usual primary colors. It's a mess, but it's okay. Most of the paint is dry. I also have my linseed oil. I have my yellows, my reds, and the darker shades like blues and browns. And this is how I'm just mixing up and working with my painting. On this area, which is the fish area, I need to blend it well. And I'm just thinking of what color to use so that I have a smooth blend. And I'm also looking at the bubbles that need to be touched up. I need to make them a little bit sharp on the side and also have a good blending between the darker side of the painting to the browns. Here I have to fix the hands. I'm looking at the structure and how to make it more fluid. The lips need to be more plump and the eyes will need to have some highlight. And this is just me pushing through to the finish line, seeing how to finish this painting well. As we continue on the topic on what you need to do to get back to creating again.
The other thing that you need to know, it is very important to have clear plans. You can say, tomorrow I'm going to do the underpainting and that's it. And the next day I'm going to do blocking in of the darks and things like that. Having a clear understanding of what you're going to work on and exactly the steps you're going to take on in that particular painting process is very important, and that's what helped me jump back into it. So if I know I'm just doing an underpainting, I won't be too stressed about it, and that will just bring in the flow back into my creative process.
There's a book that I read,
The Artist's Way by Gillian Cameron, and she said it's an insult to the universe if you have an idea and you don't bring it out. What if the creator decided not to create? That means I would never have had the opportunity to see the world through their eyes. That's something that really gets to me. It makes me want to create. I cannot not create because that in itself is like an insult to the world. That leads me to the final point, which is action. Because of the detailed planning or having a direction to what you're going to create, action becomes easier. So you have your setup there and you just start creating, you start painting again and enjoying the process. I was inspired to paint from an initial painting I did, an oil painting of a koi fish. I just wanted to include that in this painting, and the idea and emotion I wanted to express in this painting was of a woman immersed in water and surrounded by nature, which is the fish, the nature that is within the water. This is the final piece, and I think I grasped the goal for the painting. I think I got to what I wanted, even more than I expected. It's very colorful. Yeah, it has the blues, and then it has these neutral, not really neutral tones, but the calmer brown tone. Main components of this painting, they have the fish. This is my favorite part, and then there's some there and there, and then you have heart inlets, and then you have the bubbles.
Thank you for sticking around with me to the end. If you love content like this, I have a couple of videos that talk about painting, the process that I use when painting using oils. So just catch up with those videos. Yeah, I also have a time-lapse video where I sort of speed up this whole process where you can see from start to finish of this painting that's coming up. So just watch out for that video and give me a like and comment if you have anything that you found interesting in this video, or if you think there's a video that you'd like me to create and focus on. I will answer to all your comments. Do subscribe and see you in the next one. Bye.